Welcome to the real world. My name is Cameron. Today we are joined by Carson.
That's right.
And we are ready to jump into this review of Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. Here we go. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified of all our videos. Today we are talking about the latest DC animated movie.
The latest and final.
Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths.
This might be the final animated...
Part 3.
This might be the final animated movie DC ever makes.
It might be.
It really feels
right.
like the ultimate conclusion.
Feels like it. We've got all the Justice League Crisis movies here from the Tomorrowverse.
That's right.
This continuity that's been going on for over 4 years now, 5 years, something like that. Man, it's quite a run that they went on here.
It's a lot of movies.
It's the shared continuity of films, all set in the same universe, all cross over, much like the MCU, but this time with DC characters in an animation form. These come direct to video, right? They're not released in theaters.
Yep.
But
and they've been doing, but like you said, they've been doing these for forever. We had a continuity before this one.
That's right. Yeah,
it's also loosely connected.
I mean, these go really all the way back to 2007.
These,
if you want to go back to
if you really
Superman
think about
Doomsday,
the first
one.
These go back all the way to Super Friends.
Yeah.
So ever since DC's been doing animation,
right,
it's kind of always been connected.
Yeah, it has. And
but let's get into this movie. Let's get into. I'm trying to think of the name of this movie. Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3.
That's right. So we've already reviewed Parts 1 and 2. You can get our reviews on that on the channel now. But these all are telling one big story. And
that's right.
Concluding this universe. Yes. Bringing it all to a head. And so many characters involved.
Yeah.
I mean,
sure. A lot of obscure characters too, which is cool.
Definitely.
I love how important Psycho Pirate is to the...
Psycho Pirate. Who would have ever thought that we would have had a Psycho Pirate as a main villain?
Right. Even like Dr. Light.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
The Question has a fun cameo. Everybody gets kind of their time to shine.
Yeah, they do. The third part, to me, is easily my favorite of these three.
I also think it's the best.
I think Part 1 was great. You know, what they did, especially what they did with Barry Allen's story, Flash.
Sure. Yeah.
That was really well done. Part 2, to me, is the weakest.
Definitely.
I want to rewatch it, but it just seemed a little jumbled, a little too much going on.
It's very exposition heavy.
Yeah. Tried to explain a lot what's going on in this plot. But
I really like what they did with Psycho Pirate in 2.
Sure. I like that, too. Yeah. But Part 3 brings it all together in a really satisfying way.
Absolutely.
It's emotionally engaging.
They check all the boxes. They resolve every arc.
There's great action.
Yeah.
We finally get what we kind of always been wanting: superheroes versus dinosaurs.
That's right. So this
superheroes
movie,
in a saloon.
Yeah. This movie kind of gives you everything you want from a multiverse story.
Right.
In the same way that Justice League Warworld kind of gave us these 3 different stories.
Right. Batman Barbarian.
Right.
Wonder Woman Cowgirl.
Yeah.
Superman in a sci-fi 50s B movie.
This is all those worlds colliding.
Yep.
So we get our saloon showdown. We get our dinosaurs in the city. We get Batman punching Nazis.
Right.
Like all the crazy multiverse shenanigans you could want. We get in this, and it's pretty cool.
It was great. It was a great way to conclude it all. Like you said, each character gets their moment to shine.
Yeah.
Particularly Supergirl.
Yeah, for sure. I think that was the emotional core of the movie.
Her relationship with Superman has kind of, when I think back, it's really the through line through, especially these 3 movies.
Sure. Yeah.
And I really like what they did with that. Wonder Woman gets a lot of great stuff here too.
Sure.
They bring Constantine in for a major role,
Yep.
which I thought was well earned, especially considering what he did in the previous universe. So again, if you're a fan of these DC movies, you're going to get a lot out of this.
And if you aren't, everything that we've said makes no sense.
Right. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's sci-fi heavy. It's continuity heavy.
Yeah.
It's made for fans of DC.
Exactly.
And specifically fans of really every era of DC.
And specifically, even more than that, DC animation.
Yes. DC
People have been following DC animation through Bruce Timm's run.
The animated series.
All the movies that have had direct
the Teen Titans series.
Yeah.
I mean, all of it. all of it comes into play in some way.
Sure.
That's all I'll say. We don't want to spoil too much because we really want people to watch these.
For sure.
Because the team behind these movies, they're so passionate.
They are.
You can tell they love this universe, these characters, and we're huge fans too. So we're really glad that these movies are available. Most of them are on Max right now.
Right.
Part 3 is not on Max yet, but I'm sure it will be eventually.
Sure.
So you can watch them on there, or you can pick up the Blu-rays. If you're a collector like me, I've got every single one on Blu-ray. I love owning them.
Look, some of these movies are fantastic.
They really are.
They're not all created equally, but
No.
Superman Man of Tomorrow is the best place to
2
start.
thumbs up. Great
It's
film.
a fantastic movie,
Yep.
loosely based on American Alien.
Yeah. I thought Justice Society. I really like this. This is a great, fun throwback.
Society is
film.
also good. But Batman Long Halloween Parts 1 and 2.
Great adaptation.
This is a fantastic Batman story.
They have this in a combined edition. You can get both together and watch them all as one movie. Because
right.
that's how it was really intended.
It's very cool.
a great one.
But I recommend all these. I think the
Yeah.
continuity is really good.
It is.
And again, that third part, it
Yeah.
stuck the landing.
Definitely.
It really brought everything together in a meaningful way.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel too convoluted or distracted,
Nope.
which is a problem I had, I think, with the first two.
Sure.
It really brought everything and bottlenecked it down to what this is really about
Yeah.
and these characters, and it was great. I loved it, honestly.
I was thrilled.
I really enjoyed it. And toward the end there, it's like it gets emotional
Yeah.
and you just you start to think about these characters and what they mean
Yeah.
and how they've been adapted in so many different ways in the past.
It's true.
It only makes me more excited for the future.
I agree. This, again, no spoilers, but it seems to almost set up James Gunn's universe. I mean,
Kind of,
really,
yeah,
It kind of
yeah.
does. It's like,
In
here's
some
the
ways.
DCU at the end. It's like,
Sort of. In the same
Could
way
be
that I
interesting.
think Loki kind
Sure,
of in
sure,
the Loki
right,
show
right. Mhm,
kind of builds to like,
Yep.
okay, this is now the multiverse
Right.
saga.
exactly.
So yeah, excellent. Highly
Great
recommend all these animated movies.
Definitely.
Excited to see what's next for DC because now I know James Gunn wants to continue the DCU
Yep.
into animation.
Absolutely.
So with our next DC project, Creature Commandos,
That's right. Coming out later this year.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting stuff all in the same continuity
That's right.
in movies and in animation.
Yeah, same actor
and
playing
in live
the
action,
character in live action and animation.
all carried over through all mediums, which will be a first.
That's right.
I mean, even the MCU hasn't really done that.
Very ambitious.
So yeah, I'm excited. I have high hopes for the future. So
Looking forward to it. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think of this DC animated universe? What do you think of Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3 if you've had a chance to see it? Let us know down there in the comments. Carson and I are both on Letterboxd. You can follow us there. Follow The Real World on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Make sure you hit this like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified of all our videos. And we'll see you next time right here on The Real World.